Hello, everyone, and welcome to our daily view.
Dad, Mom,
What's wrong?
we're doing the taste test.
We are doing the taste test. Trytreats.com has sent us another treat box. Trytreats.com is a monthly subscription service. If you subscribe, you will get a box of goodies from a different country every month. Where are our goodies from this month, Craig?
Poland.
Yes, this month our treats are from Poland. And this card tells me that Poland loves chocolate. And it goes back for many, many years, their love of chocolate. So in our box today, we do have several chocolate items to try. Isn't that exciting, Craig?
Yeah.
And there's also a recipe here for these Polish, now I'm not sure how you say that. It's a Polish donut. It says that on Ash Wednesday, an estimated 100 million of these donuts, they are spelled P-A-C-Z-K-I. Pasky? Well, I did take a picture.
Yeah.
An estimated 100 million of these donuts are consumed every year on Ash Wednesday. I think Craig and I might try to make these donuts sometime.
Yeah.
They also include a postcard this one has a statue picture in Poland. And with that, Craig, let's try these treats.
Okay.
What should we try first?
Try these.
They look like pretzels, don't they?
Yep.
They're called Paluskis. I'm pretty sure they're
Paluskis.
I'm pretty sure they're a lot like pretzels by the look of it. As always, I'm not sure if we pronounced that right. We gave it our best shot. Okay, Craig.
Take a couple. Oh, I just want one.
What do they taste like, Craig?
Pretzel sticks to me.
Indeed, they do. Taste like pretzels. I like the crunchiness of them. They're kind of light and crispy.
I think they're a little thinner than. What's the brand of little stick pretzels? Mr. Salty?
Well, that's what I want to say.
I don't know, but yeah, they seem like they're a little thinner than American pretzels.
Now the Mr. Salty is pretty thin, but these are also, but they're not quite the same.
These are
They're crispier or something.
well, they're not as dense. They don't have as much
lighter.
snap, which actually I like better.
I like these a lot. They'd be good with some hummus. Okay, Craig, what's next? What are these? Can you read it?
BB. I'm not doing the coffee ones.
Okay, these are little biscuits. I have pictures of these that I will drop in.
Oh.
They're kind of broken in there. They have a picture of I was going to give you one. I think it's a bear sticking out its tongue.
Where are you going to go? I'll give you one.
Oh, I didn't know you gave it to the dog. Craig, what do you think those taste like?
Cookies.
Yeah, kind of like an animal cracker. Not the ones you get in a box, but the ones that come in the big, like, jug, you know what I mean? It's a plastic bear. But these are lighter, crispier.
Is it Mother's?
I don't know what it's called. I think there's different brands of those. But that's really what it reminds me of in the flavor-wise.
Yeah, that'd be good with coffee.
Yeah. What's next, Craig?
Coffee.
Dad. Uh-huh.
Yep, they are called Aha. Can you say it like
Aha. Ho ho. Hee hee.
Oh.
So, if I were to say, Craig, would you like to try this candy bar? What would you say?
Aha.
These have sesame. They're called sesame snacks. Now that
Aha. Ho ho. Hee.
is something I know I'm going to love. I love anything with sesame seeds. There's for you. There's for you. 3 in a package. That's perfect.
These smell like I am not gonna like them.
Don't smell anything. I like them. They're sweet. What do you think they taste like, Craig?
Sesame seed.
You definitely taste the sesame seeds. There are a lot of sesame seeds.
Oh man, what is that?
So a bit of a nutty taste. Is it honey? I like them. I know there's something else that's like these. I can't think of what it
I
is.
can't get it.
I love these. I would definitely buy these.
I actually like these. I did not think I was going to.
They're thin and they're very crispy.
Oh, this reminds me a little bit of peanut brittle.
They do, yeah, you're right. It is kind of like peanut brittle. Okay, Greg. I'm gonna pick the next thing. He's going smallest to biggest. I'll start with those. This is Delphina P. It looks like a cameo.
Cameo?
And that's such a pretty piece of chocolate. Let's see if we can. Whoa, it's got filling inside.
It is not filling.
What does it taste like, Craig? It's good.
Cream.
It has a nice creamy filling. It almost has an alcohol kind of taste, like Irish cream.
It smells a little bit like, is it the 7-Up bars? Remember them that I get? Sky bars. Sky bars. The cream one of that.
They're delicious. They're so creamy. And then the middle to me kind of gives me hints of Irish cream. Really good. What do you think, Craig?
Tastes creamy.
I think it's more like Polish cream.
Yes.
No. Yeah, probably. It tastes like Polish cream, even though I've never had it. Okay, Craig.
Speak for yourself.
What's next?
Princessa.
Yes, Princessa Longa Coco
It's a long
Sawa. Yes, it's a long bar. It kind of looks like it said it's got a coconut on it, so I bet Joe's gonna like this one.
Wait.
Maybe it's covered in white chocolate. I think.
Coconut. Coconut. I want to hear it.
He says.
What do you think, Craig?
It's like coconut cream pies.
Yeah, it's nice. The wafers are nice and crispy, covered in. I don't know where the coconut's coming from. If it's coming from the coating or the cream inside. These are very nice. Very good. So far,
Coconut's very subtle.
I think this is my favorite treat box so far. That's why I like it. It's subtle. Yeah, maybe more of a vanilla taste than coconut.
Craig, would you say it's coconut-rific?
Yeah, coconut-rific.
What's next, Craig?
Prince Polo.
Prince Polo Classic.
Someone let the cat in.
Do you want to go let her in? Yeah, her. This is a chocolate wafer. This reminds me of those wafer cookies covered in chocolate that I absolutely love.
Oh, no.
Is it just chocolate, or is there any other flavor to
It
this?
doesn't really say. It's this
I'm looking
one.
at the wrong thing.
It just says classic.
Craig, it tastes classic.
Classy.
So, what does it taste like, Craig?
Classic dark chocolate.
I like that. That's like a really nice cookie.
Yeah.
Okay, Craig, pick the next one.
Princessa Longa. This time with
This has hazelnuts.
Ooh, it had to be.
hazelnuts.
Joe's not a hazelnut fan.
Hazelnuts.
What's that from, Craig?
I don't know.
From Craig, he just said it. Didn't you hear him?
Me.
For some reason, it reminded me of King of Queens. He said.
Oh.
I get my distaste of it from
How do I feel?
the hazelnut flavored coffee. And it's not just the taste. I can't stand the smell of hazelnut coffee. Don't know why. I
This
just
is good. What do you think, Craig?
Tastes like hazelnut.
It's good.
It's okay.
Just always the critic.
I guarantee I know which one ends up in last place.
I like this a lot. For you.
Yeah.
Okay, next, Craig.
Hazelnut is kind of the
Rusty.
tree solvent of the nut family.
This is Erzeski. Or as best as I can read it. It's another wafer type candy. Ooh, this is nice and dark too. So maybe like a darker chocolate.
Well, they're very into the wafer bars.
I like it too.
Probably it doesn't cost as much to make these, and they, you know, they've got quality wafers.
Like the wafers remind me of. This one reminds me of those wafer cookies you get. Are they called sugar wafers? My
Yeah.
dad loved them. Some people called them ice cream cookies.
Yeah, because they look like Neapolitan.
Mm-hmm.
There was chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry ones.
What do you think, Craig?
Got chocolate.
Mm-hmm. It's like a cocoa flavor.
This one tastes real similar to the other one.
Mm-hmm.
That was dark chocolate,
Yeah,
but
this one's
it's
more
not.
chocolatey.
Yeah, it's not as like bittersweet, but it's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. All right, Craig. One more, and Craig's not going to try the coffee. Okay, this is another Erzeski.
How do I feel?
So we'll see what the difference is.
Yeah.
This one has a lighter blue wrapper.
Oh, so it's gonna taste lighter blue, Craig.
Lighter blue?
I think it's a more of a milk chocolate. The other one was more of a dark chocolate, maybe. It's definitely lighter inside.
Light?
Again, looks like a wafer cookie inside.
Craig, this cookie's so light, I gotta wear shades.
I wonder how many people get that reference. Where's that song? Sun's so bright, I gotta wear shades. Who sings that?
Future's so bright.
Oh yeah, the future's so bright. What is that?
That ain't working. That's the way you do
What do you
it.
think, Craig?
It's like pulling snacks to me.
Poland snacks. This was definitely a lighter kind of chocolate.
Yeah, these are really good. If we would have ordered it, I'd have probably ordered all these wafer cookies anyway.
Yeah. I would go to a store and buy any of these. It's so good. Now for the last one. Craig
I'm
doesn't
not.
want to try. Okay.
We should save the wrappers and take them to World Market.
Mm-hmm.
It's a World Market.
Yeah, I've
said
done
duh.
videos on it before.
Yeah.
Some of you will know, especially if you're from the United States.
Oh man, I thought it was gonna be like cookies.
No,
It's hard
coffee,
candy?
It's just coffee candy. It's espresso.
Oh. Hope it's, Is it like toffee, espresso toffee kind of?
Kind of. It's like it has cream. You know, if you put cream in it, what do you like?
Oh man, those are so good.
They're good. They're
Man, oh.
like it's like a creamy hard candy. It's good. Poland, you are the winner.
Yeah, you're the winner, Poland.
Craig, which treat did you like the best?
The milk chocolates.
These?
Yeah.
The last one that we tried. Is that because there's some left and you want it? I think my favorite was this in the darker chocolate. But I'm telling you, I like them all. Probably the coconut one's my least favorite.
That was probably of the cookie style stuff. That's my favorite. And then the candy, just those coffee ones are fabulous.
It's all good.
They're just like a Werther's hard candy,
Mm-hmm.
only it's coffee. And it's not letting up either. It's a good flavor all the way through.
Yeah, it's not like some of the
Can I
coffee
go?
candies get. Okay. All right, Craig, can you wind up this video? for
And
this
that
part?
concludes Taste Test. Good night, everybody, and keep on having a great day.
Okay. Craig, don't you want to stay and tell them about where we're going on vacation?
Oh, fudge.
I thought maybe you'd want to talk about that. Craig, can you tell them about our next vacation?
Our next vacation we're going to is Wisconsin. Like the house on the rock and the circus.
The Circus Museum.
Yeah.
We're
Not
going-
the circus.
Which has a working circus hat.
Mm-hmm. We're going towards the end of May.
Mm-hmm.
We're pretty excited. We've never seen any of these things before. I don't know if Joe's been in Wisconsin. I've never been to Wisconsin.
Nope.
We're
I'm
going
trying to think of the states that surround us. Is Wisconsin the only one I've never been in? We've been in Illinois.
Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
Can I go, Mom?
Yeah, of course, Nebraska and South
Can
Dakota.
you tell them where we're staying in Baraboo?
What's Baraboo?
It's where the circus is.
So it's bed and breakfast?
Yeah, we're going to stay at the Ringling Brothers Bed and Breakfast, which is actually the Ringling Brothers house.
Rabbit. Like the white
Very
rabbit.
historical. It looks like it's going to be a really fun place to stay. House on the Rock, many of you have probably heard about that. We've even talked about that. That's some place that Joe's dad wanted to visit, so Joe had that on his agenda for things he wanted to do.
Yeah, my dad had a lot of things that he wanted to do, his bucket list and everything. And
You can go if you want, buddy.
he always said some of the ones that he did, he always wanted all of us kids, all four of us, to go and experience it too. And this was actually one, and he never made it to it. He got there and ended up, it was closed for like 2 days for the season that they showed up. And back then, well, old people, especially, back then, and he was probably my age now, but they didn't do any research or anything. They just drove
Well, you
to
didn't
it.
have the internet.
Yeah, and you just assume. I don't think they sent off for anything. They just knew about it, that they had seen a pamphlet someplace, and that sounded like something he wanted to go see. I really wish they would have been able to get into it because, so yeah, we watched quite a few videos of it, and it's really exciting. Just every room you go in, it's got 2 or 3 different themed collectibles and everything.
I've been doing a lot of planning for that, even though it's not until May. You have to get your hotel rooms booked, so it's taken a lot of research, and I finally got it done. So Craig's excited because I wrote everything out. I need to make something to put on the wall now. And
It looks like it's a pretty big golfing community up around that area. I'm seeing like 2 or 3 of the nicer hotels are right on golf courses. So, and we don't golf, so.
no. We'll be going to, it's called Spring Green, I think it is, or Springville. I can't remember where the House on the Rock is. And then we're also going to travel on to Baraboo, Wisconsin, and that's where the Circus Museum is, and that's where the Ringling Brothers Bed and Breakfast, and then Driftless Glen Distillery. Joe
Yeah,
wants to
if that
visit
works
that.
out, we'll hit that.
Mhm. And then, well, we're actually doing that first, and then going to House on the Rock, and then we're going to go on to Dubuque. So, because we don't want to drive the whole, it's like it would be like 6 hours of driving from Baraboo to Iowa, or 5 hours from House on the Rock. So we're going to go and spend the night in Dubuque, which is another place which I have never been. Dubuque's in Iowa. And
Used to have the only Iowa brewery. They made Dubuque Star beer there. And I tried it, and it was horrible.
it looks to be a very historic town, so I think we'll have a fun day there. We'll be able to explore some things. We might get up early and get there early enough for the farmer's market, which will be right in front of where we're staying. We got an apartment in the downtown district, so that will be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that a lot, even though that wasn't really a part of the trip that we had planned from the beginning. And I think Craig's going to love it. I think he's going to like a lot of things about this trip. A lot of people have asked if we're going to the Wisconsin Dells.
We're not water people.
Yeah, I know that's a very popular place in Wisconsin, and it has other things. It has some amusement parks, but none of them look like something that Craig would really be very excited about.
Yeah, they're more like state fair style, And I mean, we might be
Without
surprised.
the state
We'll
fair food.
Right, we'll get there and kind of see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
But The Dells are a little bit farther, as I recall.
Right. We won't get to the Dells. Not with how we have things planned out. We wouldn't be able to without adding on days and rearranging all the hotels, which I don't want to do at this point. And another trip we are also going to go to the Omaha Zoo. Probably in June, because they have at the Durham Museum, which I did a video on recently, they have an exhibit in June that is it's called Pixels to something, but it's about cartoon art, and there's going to be some Simpsons, some Gumby and Pokey. I think they're even going to have Gumby and Pokey there.
Gumby!
There's work of one of the cartoon creators, but I can't think of it's Chuck something, I think. I need Craig.
Chuck Jones.
Yeah, Chuck Jones. Craig talks about Chuck Jones a lot. There just looks like several things there for that exhibit that I think Craig will really like. I don't know that we're going to go through the whole museum again since we just did that, but definitely I'll be vlogging the part of I wish I could think of the word to call it, the animation part, the part that Craig wants to see. It will definitely be doing a video on that. And of course, visiting Old Town and going to the zoo. So that'll be a nice, fun, short little trip. I think that's all we really have planned so far for this summer.
Since Chuck Jones is one of the featured there, do you have a favorite Chuck Jones cartoon?
I can't remember what Craig said they were. I saw the
No,
name
you
and
would
thought
know a lot
Craig.
of them.
I do, but I can't remember what Craig said.
Yeah. Well, my favorite Chuck Jones, I believe it's Chuck Jones, it's called The Three Little Bops. And if you haven't seen that, you need to look that up on YouTube and watch that. It is just fabulous. It's the three little pigs with like a jazzy beat to it. And it's just so funny.
Okay, Chuck Jones, Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, he did a lot of Bugs Bunny.
Pepe Le Pew.
Mm-hmm. Did some early stuff too, though, that wasn't the classic Looney Tunes characters. He did others too.
Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies, film series, cartoon shorts.
That's Merry Melodies. That's what the Three Little Bops.
Tom and Jerry. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like one of Craig's heroes.
Mm-hmm. So when I saw that, and we already did plan to go to the Omaha Zoo again this summer. I think that's probably just going to be a trip every year because we really enjoyed it so much. And I saw that was at the Durham Museum. I thought that's when we need to go because I think Craig will like them. And actually, I think it sounds like a lot of fun. It sounds very interesting.
Oh yeah, we'll save a little bit more time off. And I found the easy way to drive around from our hotel to actually park in the parking lot instead of walking up the bridge. It wasn't that far.
No, not really.
And going back was easy because it was all downhill.
Yeah, it wasn't that far to walk.
Yeah.
The parking lot looked pretty big too, so.
Yeah.
If you're a train enthusiast and you're in the Omaha area, you need to visit that museum.
Yeah, I was really surprised with how much train stuff there was and how grand that station was. Man, that's just a shame that they ended up bypassing it in Omaha and don't use it. The guy said that there's a chance that there's a rail that's gonna when Biden passed that rail thing and funded it, there's a chance that another rail is I think it's a Northwest line, maybe coming down from South Dakota or something, it was gonna utilize that train station. That'd be exciting. Bring that station back to life and just be the best thing.
If you know any really good places in Omaha to eat, particularly pizza, let me know in the comments, because that's something we kind of struggle with there, is that we just don't know where those places are, and people have said you should eat here for the pizza, but then when it's time to go, I forget. So I need to write it down.
Has anybody been to the Tiki Lounge on Market? That is such a cool vibe. We won't have any strollers, so I'm gonna go down and have me another drink.
I'll have my new camera, and maybe I can video down there a little better. It's really dark in there.
It's like tiki bars, and they're all dark.
But it's a cool experience.
Oh yeah, that was so much fun. Yeah.
We didn't even get to see all of Old Market. I mean, there's just a lot to it. We hit most of it though, but I
Yeah,
know there's
branches off a
places we
little bit.
missed.
Yeah.
We visited some of those shops. Well, we went in this one area that's really nice when we were with Haley and Bennett, but nothing was open. It was a Sunday. I think nothing opened till noon in that area. So I'm hoping to go through there this time when it's open. It's a really nice Mexican restaurant down there.
Did we eat it?
No, I just saw it down there when I went down there.
In
that like when you go
in that-
down.
It's like an alleyway that's partially covered.
Mhm.
You have to actually enter it from like through doors on each end.
Yeah, if you don't
if
know
you've
it's
seen
there-
the video, you know what I'm talking about.
Well, I didn't actually. I don't think I got that in the video. So
Oh, yeah, that's
this time I will.
yeah.
But if you didn't know it was there,
Yeah, if those
You'd
stores
miss
were
it.
open, you could throw an hour towards just that little area right there.
Mhm.
We did that one. Art shop was open in there.
Yes, we did get to go to an art shop
Yeah,
in there.
there's something I was gonna buy in there and I didn't. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
something
I think I
little.
saw something when I was watching the
Something
video that I thought, oh, I wish I would have bought that. But that's about all for today. Joe has just been cleaning and moving stuff to the basement. And I took Craig out and we did a lot of things, which you'll see in another video. I said I'd tell you why we are what we're doing with the basement. I think it's going to be in March. We've asked Haley and Bennett if they want to move in with us so that they can save more money towards a down payment on a house. As you know, the housing market is still crazy. Houses are way more expensive than they should be. And I want them to have a fair shake at getting a nice house to begin with. I mean, it doesn't have to be grand.
Yeah.
It's just, something that they can be in for the next 10 years.
Yeah, it'll help them with their interest rate if they can get to where they throw,
A big down payment.
yeah, if they throw instead of, minimum of 5 to 7%, if they can throw 15, maybe 20% against a house and the loan, it'll make a big difference on their payments.
Yes,
So,
that's definitely.
And they'll be able to save they've got a 2-bedroom place up in Johnston here in Des Moines, and it's
like $1,200 a
yeah.
month. So
Yeah.
they'll be able to
No,
save
it's more than 12. It's not
well,
13, but it's
and they still have to pay for some utilities
Yeah.
too.
yeah. So this is gonna let them bank it up really fast.
And it'll be nice to have them here, and
The
they
girls
can
will go crazy.
No, they'll love having them here. And also, it will allow Joe and I to go out if we want to go out and do something at night. Craig never wants to go out
Yeah,
past 3 or 4 o'clock, but Haley or Bennett or both will be here at night, so Craig can just stay, and he doesn't have to go along with us. So that'll be nice for all of us. I think it's going to help all of us out, and I'm going to enjoy getting to spend more time with Haley and Bennett. And of course, Steph and Dusty aren't far from us. So it's like, I'll have all my family in one area.
Look out.
I'm always the happiest when all of my kids are around me. So
You ever watch
grandkids.
You ever watch the Goldbergs? The controlling mom on the Goldbergs. Nancy's not like that, but she aspires to be that.
I'm enthusiastic.
Yep.
But that is, I think, all of our news. I can't think of anything else right now, so we're going to end this video. We'll let you go, and
I'm gonna have some more of those candies.
yeah, we gotta finish. These are so good. We'll finish these up.
I rarely want to, but these are really good.
So we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Peace.
Remember to be kind.
Get that eggs out of here.
Okay.
Welcome to Upsy Downsy Land, an original story based on the Upsy Downsy toys by Mattel. A very long time ago in the month of Sundays, the world was covered with dandelions. There were dandelion meadows, and dandelion forests, and dandelion oceans, and dandelions. Even the chrysanthemums were dandelions. It was a beautiful, fuzzy world. One day, while the moon was setting in the east, a great blustery wind blew into town. It was the Great Huff. The Great Huff had traveled far and wide to see the wonderful planet full of dandelions. When at last he saw it, glistening brightly in the starlight, he was very pleased. "Poof!" said the Great Huff. "This is indeed a marvelous sight. I must take a closer look." But as the old wind drifted nearer to the dandelion world, a strange thing happened. The Great Huff's nose began to tickle, and the closer he got the tickler, the tickle tickled. "My goodness," said the wind. "Those flowers are making my nose itch like crazy. I must do something about it right now." So the Great Huff pumped himself up into a big glittery ball, and ka-whoop! In one swell floop, he blew all the dandelions away. Up, up, up sailed the dandelions. They tumbled and twirled past sunbeams and moonbeams and bounded over star clusters. They scattered in 1,000 different directions, all very far away from the Great Huff's nose. Pleased as Punch, the Great Huff sighed with relief and went home, where his lovely wife was waiting for him. He was 45 minutes late for dinner. The next morning, the dandelions began falling back to earth. Some of them drifted through a rainbow and changed into funny little people with funny little faces. When they finally landed on the ground, each and every one of them landed right side up. Amazed at what had happened to them, the little people stood up, held hands, and yelled, "We are Upsies!" And then they took a nap. The other dandelions fell into a storm cloud, and when they came out, they had changed into the silliest people ever. Ploop, bow, zang, floop. They hit the ground on their heads and their hands. Each and every one of them had landed upside down. Amazed at what had happened, they stood down held feet and yelled, "We are Downsies!" And then they took a nap. Many years went by. They usually do. And the Upsies and Downsies built houses and grew mushrooms and made speeches and played hopscotch, wrote songs and told jokes and took bubble baths and got along with each other quite well. Early one Upsy afternoon, Pudgy Fudgy was having a tea party with her piggy bus. "Would you like a chocolate drop peppermint swirl?" asked Pudgy Fudgy. The piggy bugs looked at her, beeped uncomfortably, and said, "No, thank you. I have already eaten 17 lemon pies and 25 Monday Sundays." "Well, I'm still hungry," replied Pudgy Fudgy, and she dipped her spoon into a fresh piece of downside-up cake. Before Pudgy Fudgy could get the cake into her mouth, there was a blinding flash of light right in the middle of the table. "Whoop! Blink!" cried Piggy Bus. "Eek!" cried Pudgy Fudgy, and she fell off her chair. When the smoke and the sparkles had cleared away, all that was left on the tea table was one pink birthday candle and some very empty plates. "Magic," said Piggy Bank. "Indeed," said Pudgy Fudgy. "I'm still very hungry." And she ran outside to find her friends. Out in the sunshine, Flossie Glossy and Tickle Pinkle were riding the happy-go-round. "Do you like my new fire hat?" said Flossie Glossy. "Of course," giggled Tickle Pinkle. "It's as nice as my new silver dress." Just overhead flew Baby So High in her aerozoomer, merrily chasing a flock of humdingers. "Look," she said. "Here comes Pudgy Fudgy all in tears. I wonder what is wrong." "Help! Help!" cried Pudgy Fudgy. "My lovely foot has vanished away." "Magic! A magic trick," said Tickle Pinkle. "Incredibly amazement," said Baby So High. "I'm still hungry," cried Pudgy Fudgy. "I want my goodies back." Flossie Glossy patted her shiny new fire hat and thought very hard. "Let's go to Dancyland," she said. "Hocus Hocus the magician lives there and he can tell us what to do." So Flossie Glossy put Fudgy Budgy in the back of her ill-weather fire truck and off they went, followed by Tickle Pinkle in her bugaboo, and Baby So High in her zooming arrow zoomer. 2 seconds later, the Upsies came to the top of the hill and looked into Downsy Land. There, not very far away, stood Misinformation and Downy Dilly. They were studying a common everyday garden variety upside down mushroom. And they were standing on their hands, of course. "Hello there!" yelled the Upsies. "Hi," said Downy Dilly. "May I help you?" said Misinformation. The Upsies scrambled out of their cars and ran down the hill. "Misinformation, can you tell us how to find Pocus Hocus Pocus?" "Of course," she replied. "But please stand on your heads so I can talk to you correctly." After everyone did a handstand, Misinformation said, "Pocus Hocus is at home in bed, and he lives 4 blocks down the street to your right." "That is not correct," cried Downy Dilly. "That is misinformation. Misinformation." "Then where is Hocus Pocus?" the Upsies asked, and they all flipped right side up. "Pocus Hocus is way up ridiculous hill at my house," said Downy Dilly. "He's helping Mother. What now plan a birthday party for me?" "Happy birthday," said Punchy Fudgy. "May I please borrow the furry hurry to take me up the hill?" "Of course," answered Downy Dilly, and she whistled 3 times quite loudly. On the bushes spun the furry hurdy Whizzer. "May I help you?" he asked. "Yes, please," said Downy Dilly. "Take Punchy Fudgy to my house. She wants to talk to Pocus Hocus." The furry hurry picked up Punchy Fudgy, twirled around and around, and zipped up the happy ridiculous hill in no time flat. When Punchy Fudgy reached the house, she found Pocus Hocus completely covered with pies and cakes. Mother Whatnow now stood behind him, washing chocolate off his back. "What happened?" exclaimed Punchy Fudgy. Pocus Pocus looked at her sadly. "I tried to make a magic birthday cake," he said, "but when I waved my wand, I was hit in my face with all this food." "That's my downside up cake," said Punchy Fudgy, "and those are my lemon pies too." "So that's where they came from," said Pocus Hocus. "I'm so very sorry. Whatever shall I do?" Suddenly, Pocus Hocus smiled a great big smile and said, "Hamburgers! That's it! Free hamburgers for everyone!" He jumped into his dragon wagon and raced down the hill. Everybody followed, and at last they arrived at the funny feeder. "Hamburgers for my friends!" shouted Pocus Hocus, and the funny feeder tossed everyone the most delicious burgers ever. As a special treat, Downy Dilly's hamburger had a candle on it, and all the Upsies and Downsies sang, "Happy ridiculous birthday to her." Punchy Fudgy ate and ate. At last she stopped and said, "My, what fun it is to live in Upsy Downsy Land. I do hope there'll be more adventures and very soon." There will be. The end. Good night, everybody, and keep on having a great day.